Hello everyone, everybody, not everyone. This is 4-1 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8, and what's up? So this is Minecraft 1.9, as you can see with the path blocks right here. So yeah, quite a bit has kind of changed, particularly along the lines of blocks as well as how attacking works. It is quite different from what it used to be. And I would say for that, it makes it an interesting change of how to do things. I'd compare it much like the Beta 1.8 update, where we were given the food bar and bows would retract, like a so, instead of being the machine gun arrows, like bah, 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 and just like flying rapid fire. So yeah, quite a lot has changed, I would say. And I have a ton of chickens in here. Like, literally over 100 in that storage bit up top. But, what else is new? So, brewing sands require, blaze powder now. Like, I've done a bit of brewing and such. Where was it? Aha, here. There's also another form of potion, which comes from collecting Dragon's Breath. This is a server, by the way. This is a private server owned by a buddy of mine that I've known for a while on the internet. So yeah, there is a number of new crafting recipes and things. But yeah, the big change is how the combat system works. And some of the new things in the combat system. Like the shield. And the banner inside of the shield. Also, you can put unbreaking on the shield to make it last longer, is what I found out during the snapshot times. And you can just sort of have things going into your offhand when you have them selected on your bar with and press F. You can move which hand they're in. Main hand, offhand. Main hand, offhand. Apparently offhand doesn't really get the animation effect for the bow at the moment. That might be a bug. I'm not actually sure. I think what it was is that bows weren't really intended to be used offhand. Like, ever. So there's that. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So the way the shield works is, when it's on my side like so, it mainly protects me from that side. Like, it's on my left side, it's protecting me from my left side. When I'm right-clicking, holding right-click, it's protecting more so from the front. And it really nullifies projectiles incoming to try to inflict harm. And what I found out by accident is that this also works with blaze projectiles, which is really cool, I would say, and works a bit toward the rebalancing of how this is to basically work. Because it's one thing if it works for arrows, like, that's perfectly fine. But if it's only just arrows and decreasing some amounts of incoming damage, then it really wouldn't have been that worthwhile. So the fact that it helps with the blaze is also quite nice. Let's put that away. I have a lot of really busted armor right now. I have gone through quite a lot of things in the Nether. Another notable thing is that you can change if you're right-handed or left-handed right here in the skin customization menu. And just for the fun of it, let's put all of this on. So yeah, can be left-handed now. It's actually go back to right hand. I'm more accustomed to the right hand. Yeah, I got my little penguin skin on. With a watch and everything. So I've gone through a lot about how everything is kind of situated in this little... I would consider this more of like a test survival thing. To me it's a test survival thing because of the difficulty. Wrong button. Like, they put this server on easy, which is too easy for me, I should mention. I usually like to go at least on normal. Normal, hard. Like, I don't think I would really manage for long on hardcore, so normal to hard. Like, luck is usually one of my big downfalls, personally. I don't know about anyone else, but I usually die somehow to luck being bad. So yeah, this server is currently kind of on like an easier mode sort of thing. And for that I'll call it a bit of like a test thing, because I am... Oh, the chickens have grown. Yay! The KFC machine is doing so well. Mostly in the feather department. The cooked chickens, not as much. I'm not really sure why. But I do know this is needing some emptying out. So let's fix that right now. So yeah, that's usually how that is. And I gotta say, this is a lot less laggy than when I was on the Storm trying to run something like this. Even like when I wasn't recording, I would be getting quite the frame rate lag and stuff, and I would just really feel it, let me tell ya. This is actually quite nice that it is this well on frames, actually. So the way the pathway blocks work, for those who don't know, it comes from having grass and using the right-click functionality of a shovel on grass. Go at the durability of that. Okay, I still have a shovel, so I can quickly demonstrate this. Boom, 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 boom. I don't think it works on this. No, it doesn't. That's kind of a waste of Podzol, but I'll do it for the sake of demonstration and science. Well, it's gonna be a little bit, but let's actually do something a little more like this. Just working its way a little more down to here. That would be a little more personal beneficial to me. And while I'm at it, I can kind of close this up. So yeah, I was pretty happy to find this as a biome somewhere around in the first 1,500 by 1,500 square of this world generation. This was pretty cool to me, personally. So yeah, there's been a lot of random little changes, but these are some of the most everywhere going to affect you ones I would describe. Other than that, there is certain changes to loot you can find, as well as the end. I haven't yet gotten to partake in the end fight. In fact, no one on the server has yet, which is the good thing. So yeah. I would say this is a pretty good version so far. I have no problems at all about it. The pathway blocks are cool. They're basically not full blocks, so they will, essentially monsters should not be able to spawn on these. So I believe they would actually make a decent little environment thing, should the player really get the opportunity to kind of situate that for like a whole area. I think that would be kind of cool if they figured out how to tie it in. Maybe it's like a field sort of thing. I think that would be pretty awesome. I think I'll sometime try situating something like that. We'll actually expand on this just a bit further. Set this here, move these there. Do that. When that one goes, I will get him taken care of as well. What's interesting to me to see of these is how the shading, the blend of the shading of these blocks kind of goes. It's like affected almost as like a whole to me, which is an interesting one. I don't really see that with very many stuff. So it's like its own thing versus slabs and stuff. I think that makes it a little more interesting appearance-wise. Let's see. Cows have fully grown now, which is cool. Let's see. Something else worth noting. Mobs can essentially push you around, which is another big thing. And the crits have an awesome sound. Is something else really neat. Like, I actually enjoy that sound. Like, I feel like it has actually brought a little more fun to me to actually try to crit something. And you actually can physically tell when you're doing critical damage. Unlike before, where you would just have to kind of guess that you were doing critical damage, rather than being 100% sure. So yeah, there is that. Let's see. Materials, in terms of finding them, are about, I would say, on par. Although the way loot is distributed through chests works a little differently than before. Like, loot in a chest is not generated until you open it up. Like, that's the moment when the loot inside the chest actually becomes there for its first time. So until that point, there's actually no telling what loot is going to become inside of that chest, besides from, like, a certain loot table, to say. Inside of the game, like, files and stuff. And loot table is another thing of 1.9. You can set up different loot tables for different things, and it will essentially make a more interesting customization thing to, like, your survival thing, or to even, like, adventure map stuff. That's about as much as I explored on this so far, besides some of the newer blocks. I've also actually explored the Shulker mob in Creative World. I have like no real recording on any of that kind of stuff because it wasn't really enough for me to personally take interest in recording for a video. So that's about as much as I got on what this version is like for now. So for now, I guess that's it. I haven't uploaded very many videos recently because there wasn't really much to upload because I was trying to figure out a lot of the new version, how to really kind of go about it, and a lot of other little stuff to it, like what kind of potential there is. It's a lot of exploration once it's out there. And I'm hoping, like, maybe in, like, the next future updates or something, there'll be, like, something to do with, like, the Nether or something. I think that would be cool. It'll bring a little more interest into the Nether versus the blocks there and such. I think it would be pretty cool. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8, and bye-bye.